Right. And hello, everyone. Just going to wait a few moments before we get started. Let some stragglers get in. So sit down for just a few moments. We'll get this started shortly. Okay, 31. All right, we'll go and get this started. For those of y'all who have not met me before, I'm Matt Smith. I'm the coordinator for this program. My email address is up there on screen. At any time throughout the program, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to support y'all. I'm at matthew@american.edu. Additionally, career service advisors are here to support y'all as well. Their email contact is down there. Where we have Julia and Felicia here. So I want to welcome y'all to SOC Alumni Mentor Program Orientation. For those of y'all that were with information session, this can be a lot of repeat information, but for those of y'all who weren't, this could be a first time exposed to this. So the next slide, we can go and just let you know what we're going to talk about. First, we have the development team talk about who the mentors are. You join this program, we'd love to let you know who you're going to be mentoring with. Just kind of, and also some bits of advice and pointers and what they expect from the program and what we expect from the program. Follow from that, career services are really going to talk about very much on your end, emails, what goals to set, what benefits not to expect. So basically let you know kind of who the mentors are and also y'all's participation in the program. So without further ado, I'm going to let development team let you know who our mentors are.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lindsay. I am the development coordinator for the School of Communication. So I'm very excited to talk to you all today and share a little bit about our mentors. So our mentors come from a variety of different backgrounds. So we have mentors that are experienced in journalism. We have mentors who are experienced in production, people that have taken more of the artistic path and made it over into Los Angeles, Georgia, New York, and are working in campaigns. They're working for videos, modeling, and several of them are artists. So you have a great variety of different mentors that we've looked at and that we've tailored to your personal interests as well. You'll notice that our mentor pool is very diverse. So some of our mentors are in the mid-level, and creative professionals, and some of them are also working at an executive level and have decades of experience. So really something that we wanted to keep in mind was, what were you looking for in your mentor? And many of you were looking for networking and career building mentors who could give you sort of that insight into what life would look like without, right after graduation. So it's really interesting that you guys have also really expressed so many different areas of interest, and I think that you'll find that your mentors are really suited to your needs. And our mentors are excited to share their knowledge and expertise with you. So each mentor, we went and we had our interviews with them on Zoom. We spent anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour talking to them, trying to see what they were looking to get out of the program, as well as what were their altruistic intentions in the program and what are they going to be looking for from you, which we will kind of get into that a little bit later. So what are your mentors looking for? So a mentee who is going to be proactive and initiate contact. So that's why when Matthew reaches out to you about contacting your mentor, we really encourage you to be the first one to initiate contact. And we think that this is really important for you establishing a rapport with your mentor. We also are looking for a mentee who isn't afraid to ask for questions or feedback. And I think for several of you, you had mentioned that you were looking for a mentor to review your projects and your work. And our mentors are very interested in what you guys are doing on campus. Another thing to keep in mind is that your mentor is also a business professional. So your mentor is out there, out and about in the industry, working very hard. So we just ask that you be mindful of their time and promptly respond to their emails or whichever form of communication you and your mentor have determined is the best for you. We're also interested in mentees who are looking for advice. So feel free to reach out to your mentor if you have questions about course selections. If you're looking for an opinion about 2 internships that you've narrowed down, you could say, hey, I have these 2 options available to me. What is your recommendation? What would be your advice? They are very willing and very excited to share their advice with you. So it doesn't have to directly relate to your project. It can also be your LinkedIn profile, your resume, your CV for graduate school, if that's something you're looking for. And finally, a mentee who is excited. So the more enthusiasm and excitement you put into this program, I think you will find that there is a lot of reward that will be waiting for you at the end of this academic year. And there's a lot that you can learn from these mentors. All right, some things to keep in mind. So like I said, they are busy with their professional responsibilities. And we understand that you are also very busy with your academics and keeping up with schoolwork. So just be mindful of your mentors, day to day, and they will do their best to be mindful and respectful of you as well. Life happens, and if your mentor is slow to respond, it isn't because of you. So there are some times that your mentor might be busy. Think about how for you midterms and your finals are probably your busiest year. So in the professional sphere, we have other things as well, the end of fiscal year, depending on, what industry your mentor is, they could also be caught up in one of those whirlwind experiences at work. So just keep in mind that it's not a reflection of you. Maybe just give them another nudge and say, hey, I'd like to follow up with you. But if you do have any questions, Matthew Smith is a great resource. And our mentors wanted to dedicate their time to AU and SOC. So they are AU alum, and they all, for the most part this year, I believe, are SOC alum specifically. So that's great. And finally, just if you think that they're not a perfect match, I would look at it the same way you would look at a professor. Our personalities may be different, but each of these people have something amazing to bring to the table. And there's always something to learn from them.
Hello, everybody. Again, my name is Julia Beyer. I'm an SOC career advisor, and I'm going to be talking about what makes a great mentee, which includes initiating contact on a regular basis. It might be good to set up an initial schedule with your mentor to identify the frequency in which you might like to meet and the way in which you like to meet, whether it's a phone call, an email exchange, a Zoom appointment. And as Lindsay was saying, if your mentor does not respond right away, send another email, follow up with them. What also makes a great mentee is sharing a vision of what you'd like to gain from your relationship with your mentor. If you can identify 3 potential goals you would like out of this mentoring relationship, as Lindsay mentioned, could be reviewing your projects and portfolio, could be helping you to identify professional associations you'd like to network with, could it be giving you ideas for classes or internships that would give you an advantage. These are all great goals to set for your mentor relationship. Also, to be excited to learn from your mentor, even if the mentor's career path doesn't directly relate. The communications field, there's a lot of overlap between film and public relations and journalism. And I know that you're going to find some things in common with your mentor, even if their career path doesn't directly relate. So here are some examples of goals to set. Taking the initiative to contact your mentor, being prepared to dedicate time to the relationship. So making sure you identify the time in your schedule that overlaps with your mentor's schedule to make sure you have enough time to talk to each other. Of course, you'll have the opportunity to learn from an experienced professional, receive guidance, advice. Maybe they could also give you some ideas of challenges that you could face in their field. I'm sure they will be upfront about some of the rewards as well as the challenges in their roles. And another question you could ask is, if you could do something different looking back on your experience, what would that be? And that question usually prompts a really good conversation. So hopefully you'll gain an unbiased opinion on issues and problems. This is somebody who's not grading you. This is not one of your professors. This is somebody who's just purely trying to help you. They can potentially clarify your ideas or career goals, and also develop your critical thinking skills. Some benefits to expect from the mentor-mentee relationship: access to a support system during critical stages of your academic and career development. We all know you're at a different point of your career where you're maybe just starting your career, or maybe you already have a foothold and you're trying to make the next move. So we have mentors that mentor you all, regardless of what point you are in your career. The mentors can give you inside perspective on navigating the professional world post-graduation. They know the ups and downs. They've walked in your shoes. They've taken the classes you've taken. They've done the internships you've done. And so they can really give you an idea of how to make that transition, which is even more critical now during these times where the fields are kind of changing a lot. Providing exposure to diverse perspectives and experiences, as your mentor might be in the field that you're interested in, or a slightly different field. They could be very different age than you, so they have a different perspective from a different time. So being open to these diverse perspectives would be great. The benefits to expect also include access to powerful resources within the communications profession. Like I said before, if there's a specific professional association or networking group that they can make you aware of that you just haven't tapped into yet, that would be a great thing to benefit from. They can help you identify skill gaps. If there's a skill that has become critical during this time, they can help you to brainstorm ways in which you can gain that skill, or ways in which you can set yourself apart from other candidates. Developing a greater knowledge of career success factors. What has made their career success? What has set them apart? What are some qualities that they think you can develop to become successful in your career? And also developing the foundation of a lasting professional network. I know like some mentors and mentees stay in touch for years once they've established this connection. So there's a potential for a connection for your whole life there. Of course, not everybody may experience that, but it's also an open door to gaining that professional network. What not to expect: that being assigned a mentor whose career field exactly matches that of your own desired career path. And I think we've mentioned this a couple of times already. And just to be open and to make sure you're ready to explore with somebody from diverse background and opinions would be beneficial to you. Do not expect that an alumni mentor will tell you which career path to pursue. That's not really their role. That is really on you to decide. But of course, you can ask advice about different kinds of career paths. You also do not want to expect them to give you a job or internship. That's not something that you want to ask them about for. If it's something that they offer to you as a resource or an opportunity, that's different, but you definitely do not want to ask them outright for a job or internship, because we're just focused on establishing this connection and establishing this relationship. And also do not expect a guaranteed perfect relationship. You know, it's all what you make of it, but you can also think of it as a give and take. You can think about what you're studying now and what you're doing now, how that could benefit your mentor. It doesn't have to be one way. It can go both ways. So, you know, those projects that you've been delving into, researching new ways of communicating, maybe your mentor has not had the time to do that and would benefit from hearing about your most recent project and research. So think of it as a two-way relationship as well. Some points to clarify: the difference between networking and having a mentor relationship. Networking is basically, you know, you have a contact through a connection with whom you exchange information. A mentor has already a basic level of knowledge about you and your background. It's a more formalized relationship, where you can ideally set a schedule, you know, of meetings and be able to learn from each other. The difference between senior and mid-level mentors: senior level mentors might be very, very busy. So it's important to follow up and to be able to, you know, maintain your visibility on their radar, and don't be shy to follow up or to contact Matthew if you have any trouble getting in touch or maintaining communication with any of the mentors. Maintain confidentiality between your mentor and mentee. So it's important, if your mentor is entrusting you with some confidential information, that you maintain that, as well as hopefully the mentor will do as well. It's a trusting relationship that you have to work on to build, and make sure you maintain the conversation's confidentiality. And then lastly, we would encourage you to send your first introduction email to your mentor by Friday, October 1st. So please go ahead and take the initiative once you receive your mentor's information to look them up, research them a little bit, look them up on LinkedIn, read their bio, and then write a nice introductory targeted email by Friday, October 1st.
All right. Thank you very much, Julia, Lindsay. Congratulations. That is the end of Death by PowerPoint and orientation. Just want to let everybody know that the PowerPoint presentation and a recording will be sent to everybody who's in the program. The mentors are excited to be in the program. I know they're excited to hear from you. It says you will receive an email shortly with your mentor's information. Check your emails tomorrow morning. It should be there tomorrow before noon. We're finalizing that information as we speak. And again, my name is Matt. I'm the contact. Any questions at all throughout the program, shoot me an email, and also I'll do regular check-ins with y'all to help you. I'll be with you through this whole process. So again, congratulations. We're so excited that you're part of the program, and thank you to everybody behind the scenes, Career Services, Matt, Katerina, everybody for helping this program get started. And best of luck. Have a great school year, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.